Welcome, amazing friends. Kindly look at this question. Is it something you can do? You can think. Pause the video for a while. If you can't, let me help you, okay? Now, to answer this Math Olympiad question, what do? You need to remind yourself of some exponential rules. Now, let me help you to remember some. We know it that if I have a to the power of m multiply a to the power of n, it gives me a to the power of m plus n. This will turn to addition. Okay, now let's see how this rule helps us in solving this. So we're going to begin with solution. And this will give us, we have 6 to the power of x, then plus, this is 9 to the power of x is equal to, for this, we can apply this, okay? So we're going to have 2 to the power of 2x, addition sign will now turn to multiplication. So let's use dots for multiplication. Then we have 2 to the power of 1. If you add the powers, it returns you to this. Did you see it? Now, what do you do again? Know it that at this point, you can choose to divide with each of these terms, okay? Whichever one you use, you are going to get the same result. But before we do that, let's simplify this further. And we are going to have 6 to the power of x plus 9 to the power of x is equal to. Now, for this, what do you think you should do there? Know it that one of the rules of exponents says if you have a to the power of m raised to the power of n, it is the same as a to the power of mn. The powers will multiply. So when you look at this, you know that for this, we can simplify it to be 2 to the power of 2, then raised to the power of x. Did you see it? So that the powers will multiply, you return to this. And this is multiplied by 2. And 2 raised to the power of 1 is 2. Okay? Now, what do you do again? We simplify. So we have 6 to the power of x plus 9 to the power of x is equal to 2 raised to power 2 is 2 times 2 to give us 4. So this gives us 4 to the power of x multiplied by 2. Now, at this point, like we said at the beginning, we are going to divide with either of these terms. So choose any convenient, okay? I want to choose the lowest term, which is 4 to the power of x. I hope you are with me. So to do that, we are going to have divide by 4 to the power of x, divide this by 4 to the power of x, then also divide this by 4 to the power of x. So what do you have? You are going to now have, this is just the same as, so we are going to have this giving us 6. For this, remember the powers are the same. So remember this rule, which says that if you have a raised to power m over a raised to over b raised to power of m, what does it mean? You see that the powers are the same. So it's going to be a over b, then they will share one power. Did you see it? So let's see if we can apply it here. And if you do it, you are going to have 6 over 4 raised to the power of this x. Did you see? Plus this will give us 9 over 4 raised to the power of x. Okay? Then is equal to, this can cancel this. Is cancelling because we are multiplying. Please take note. And if it cancels, we are going to have 1 multiplies 2. Here we are going to have 2. Okay? So we are going to now have, let's simplify the inside values. So for 6 and 4, what can cancel out is 2. 2 cancels here, we have 3. 2 here, we have 2. So we have 3 over 2 raised to the power of x plus, for this, nothing can cancel out, but we know it that 9 is the same as 3 times 3, which is 3 squared. Did you see it? Then 4 is the same thing as 2 times 2, which is 2 squared. So in that case, we can now rewrite this to be 3 squared over 2 squared is raised to the power of x and is equal to 2. So what do you do again? You keep simplifying. So this is giving you 3 over 2 raised to power of x plus, for this, we are going to apply this. Let's give them a common power, okay, since their powers are the same. So it's giving us 3 over 2 raised to the power of 2, then raised to the power of this x, and is equal to 2. Did you see this rule? We can also write this to be the same as, let's adjust this. You know, what we have here is a to the power of mn. So we can also write it to be the same as, this can be the same as a to the power of n, then raised to power m. You just switch the powers, okay? It still gives you the same. Did you see it? So here we can do same to now have 3 over 2 to the power of x plus, for this we can switch the power. So we have 3 over 2, then raised to power x, and is raised to power of 2 equal to 0. Now you observe that 3 over 2 raised to power of x is common. So you can choose to use any variable to replace it. So let's choose y to be 3 over 2 raised to the power of x. So in that case, see what we have now. So we're going to replace this with y, and we are going to have y plus, you see this one inside takes y, and it will be y raised to the power of these 2, okay, is equal to this value here. So you see it is leading us to something, and that is quadratic, because the highest power of y here is 2. So let's make this look beautiful. It will begin with y squared, followed by this y, then this positive 2 at the right side. Changing position, you are going to subtract. So if you subtract, you are having negative 2, and when you've done this to this side, it becomes 0. So this is what we have now. So at this point, I'm going to show you how to factor this. Now we ask ourselves, what two numbers can I multiply to give me negative 2? Remember, the coefficient of y here is 1, okay? So that when I add those two numbers, it gives me 1. Now, what are the two numbers? You can think. Now, to cut this short for you, okay, what you do is you get those two numbers from those numbers that can divide 2. And the numbers are 2 and the 1. And what sign should we attach? We are going to attach negative here and positive, so that when you multiply this, it gives you negative 2. And when you add it, you see what it gives you. If you add these two, it gives you positive 1. So with that, we have gotten a solution, and that will give us, because this is y squared, you are going to open two brackets for y, okay, and is equal to 0. So put one y here and another y here. So you see these two values you got, 2 and negative 2, you put it in the brackets. So here you have negative 1. So this is now equal to 0. And what this means is that you are going to now have y plus 2 is equal to 0, or y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now what do? To get your y here, you subtract, okay? You subtract 2 from both sides. So if you do that, you have subtract here. So we're going to have y is equal to negative 2, okay? So this is one value of y. Then here, what do? You are going to add 1 to both sides. So if you do that, y is going to add this, it gives you 1. So these are the two values of y. But remember, we are not to get y, our target is on x. So what do you do with these two values? You are going to now remember you made the statement that your y is 3 over 2 raised to power of x. So we're going to now say, recall that when y is negative 2, but you know, for y to be negative 2, remember what we have here is 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to y, and y is negative 2. Now, do you think that's a number that has a positive base you can raise to a power to give you a negative result? Do you think? If that is not true, it means y being negative 2 is not going to be a solution. So we don't need this value of y, because we cannot have a positive base that can be raised to any number to give us a negative value. So we're going to only work with when y is 1. And if y is 1, what do? Also remember this. So we're going to have 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1. Amazing. So what do? Just remember one trick. One of the rules of exponent that says, if you have any number raised to power of 0, it is 1. So it means that this one, we can change it to share this base of 3 over 2. So we're going to have 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 will now be what? 3 over 2 raised to power of 0. Because if I raise it to the power of 0, it gives me 1. Did you see it? So at this point, it means you can now see that the bases are now the same. And what it means is that their power should be equal. And if that is true, then your x is going to be 0. And this becomes the answer to this particular question. But we're going to do a check. Let's be sure that this answer is true for this particular question. To check, we are checking for x as 0 here. So we have 6 to the power of 0 plus 9 to the power of 0. Is it equal to 2 to the power of 2? This will be 2 multiplied 0 plus 1. And 6 to the power of 0, like we said it here, is 1. So we have 1. And this will give us 1. When you multiply this, it gives you what? 0. And that is 0 plus 1. And 0 plus 1 is 1. So we have 1 plus 1 is 2 raised to power of 1. And 2 raised to power of 1 will give you 2. So you see, at this side you have 2. And at the right side you have 2, which is what? Equal. So our answer is correct. And I hope this helps you. Let's know how much. Remember, you can subscribe, share, and see you in our next class. Bye-bye.